Oh, have mercy.
All right, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the Wiley Show. All right, I want to give a special shout out to the producers. We are live yet again because I did a poll and I said, "Hey, producers, do y'all want me to go back live?" And let me see. Let's see where we at with the poll. Give me a second. Let me see where we at with the poll. Even though the yes have it. Okay, so give me a second. All right, all right. 80 about 78% out of 164 votes said yes. So that's why we're back live. Okay. So all those 164 people, I am live right now. So make sure y'all thumbs up this video. We're going to be getting into some topics here. And shout out to the members, shout out to the producers. I am here yet again with another video. So I want to get into my first topic. And I know it's probably gonna be triggering, but I have to talk about it. Do I have okay? Let me put his picture up. I don't even have his picture on, so I can put him on the green screen so y'all know who I'm talking about. We're gonna be we haven't talked about this person never. I don't think we ever talked about this particular person on the Raleigh show. Robin Thicke. Okay. We I never talked about him on the Wiley show, but apparently word on the street that it is a model that he did a video with with one of the dancers in his video to his hit song. Give me a second while I pull up information. To this hit song, um blurred lines, and he did a music video. And so the lady wrote an art, she did a book, and she said, hey, her name is Emily. She said this, and this is a quote. She said in the video blurred lines, she's alleging that the experience involving her being sexually assaulted in her forthcoming memoir, My Body, her suddenly out of nowhere, I felt the coolness and the forwardness forwardness of a stranger's hand cupping my bare breasts from behind. Intensely moved away, looking back at Robin Thicke. He smiled a goofy grin and stumbled backwards, his eyes concealed behind his sunglasses. My head turned to the darkness beyond the set. The director voice cracked as she yelled out to me, "Are you okay?" Now, this is why I know this is a bunch of bull. And I'm gonna be clear with you. I am all about believing victims. I am all about, being an advocate for anybody that is assaulted, R word, abused. I'm all about that. But this is a bunch of bull because you write it in this memoir, no reports to the director, no reports to HR, no reports to the police, no reports to the detectives, no reports to a friend. You just write this book, unknown person. We don't know who this Emily person is. We know who Robin Thicke is because he's a superstar. We don't know who this Emily person is. So you just write this in a book and you put it in there, and then you describe, oh, he grasps my breasts with the coolness of his hands. And I'm like, and then he stumbled and he had on his sunglasses and he grinned. Everybody know Robin Thicke, he be grinning. So I think Homegirl did this to sell a book. Unless I see some updated information where, receipts, a video, a picture, some type of receipt showing that he grabs her little tater tot. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe it. But I just think she did this to sell this book. And if she really was a victim, why didn't you go to the police? Why didn't you report this? And I'm like, if you're gonna sell a book, is it a lawsuit that's gonna come? So we don't know I don't know who this Emily person is, and the only reason why she is getting the attention that she's getting from the New York Post is because she's white, she's writing a book, and it's got something to do with Robin Thicke. Okay, I don't believe it. Now let me see what these comments say in the shade room. I'm just gonna see what the comments saying. Okay, I believe it. The whole song was about SA. The other person said, "Has ever been sexually violated or sorry you wouldn't ask why she took so long to say something?" Smile. But again, I'm one of those people like, why do it take you all these years to finally say something, right? And why don't you go to the cops? And this is just me using critical thinking, right? Why don't you go to the police and get a police report, get some type of paperwork to lay it out, and then we can like, okay, this person did try to go to the detective. She went to this sheriff's department, but she writes a book, and I just think this lady is clout chasing. I don't think she's a real victim. Now, I'm not trying to say real victims don't exist. Don't twist my words. I just think this girl, though this woman that's out here writing this book, is doing it to get them sales so people can go. It's like, oh, let's get to the tea. What else did he grab? Did he grab about it? You know what? Did he put his hands down his hunch? Like, I really don't believe it. Just like it's another case. A guy said Don Lemon put his fingers in the man's mustache and grabbed him and said all this stuff. Do you like peen or do you like punani? I'm like, I don't believe that story. I just don't believe it. Right? It's just a money grab. So it's just some stuff. It just sounds like a bunch of bull. It really does. And this story, I looked at it and I'm like, I don't believe it. I know somebody gonna be in the comments. Oh, you don't believe victims. This is another man trying to silence the victims. I thought Wiley was with the women. He need to be canceled. You can say what you want to say. I'm just giving my opinion. I don't believe that woman that she was grabbed by no Robin Thicke grabbed and stuff like it. It looked like she ain't even got no breath, flat chested. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, what is to grab? You know, let's be, if you're gonna grab something, let it be something to grab. I'm not gonna grab something that ain't nothing to grab. You know what I mean? If you a grabber, I just don't believe it. So when I saw this story, I I said, look at her trying to sell it. And I'm not mad at the girl. You know, you got to sell the book. You know, you get a publisher, you got this story, and you want people to go to Barnes and Noble and go get your book, right? You lead with the excerpt that Robin Thicke tried to do that. And so, but we're gonna see how this come out. I won't be shocked if the lady give us a civil suit. And I think that if you're falsely accused of someone saying you're doing this, I think that you should sue the person. Like if a woman come out and lie on you, I do believe it need to be a law where they serve prison time. Because when you lie on a person, especially if you're a powerful person or regular Joe, and the person come out and just lie on you, I really believe you need to serve time in prison. Hard labor. You need to be in prison making license plates or making cups or tables. That's what I believe. I don't believe that you should be walking around free and you lie on an innocent man. His life is just completely destroyed. He lose jobs, he lose opportunities. You get to walk around in your Gucci and your Chanel, walking around free. No, you need to be in a sweatshop, you know, making dresses, okay, for Chanel or Gucci. But I don't think that you should be walking around free if you lie. Now, if you are a person and you are abuser to women, you need to be in prison. You need to serve hard time, solitary confinement. I'm all about that. I'm a component. I'm a believer that if you are a person that go around grabbing women without their permission, without their consent, I do believe you need to go down. You need to serve some at least about 65 years in prison. 65 years in prison, and then once you old and grumpy on crutches, on oxygen, then you come on back out to the regular world. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. So I'm not a component where, oh, I believe nothing happened to women. No, women get abused a lot. right? And there's some real victims out here. It's just this chick. I don't believe, and I don't even know how to pronounce the lady last name. What's the lady last name? Emily Raka Chaga Shiki. Like, what the world is going on? This lady is what? Rada Rata Kashrikishi. Rikish, whatever her last name is. I don't know how to pronounce the lady last name. I don't. So when I just saw it, it was just a bunch of bull. Number one, I can't pronounce her last name. Number two, it looked like she ain't got no breasts, like she flat chested, in my humble opinion. And it just, I just don't believe it. What do y'all think in the comments? Just what do y'all think in the comments? Do y'all believe that Robin Thicke grabbed the lady chest, grabbed her by the boobies? Let me know in the chat. Press one if y'all believe it. Y'all are the jury right now, right? Y'all are the jury. I'm going to the jury right now. Okay. And I want to ask y'all, press one if you think Robin Thicke did it. If he did it, press one. I want you to mash that one. But if you think that Robin Thicke in this case is innocent, press two. I want you to mash that two. Mash that two. And press one if you think he did it. Come on out the bushes. I don't care if you cooking your side piece a meal, steak and potatoes. Come on, I don't care if you sleep. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Press one if you think he did it. I want you to smash that two if you think he didn't do it. Now, some of y'all don't even know who Robin Thicke is. Because y'all just listen to y'all just listen to 2 Chainz and Young Thug and young MA. Young NBA or whatever the rapper's name is. All right, come on out of the bushes. All right. They said facts 3. I don't know. Okay. Oh, you got chocolate on my fingertips? What in the world are you doing? Okay, I'm a mind my business. That's your business. You said you got chocolate on your fingers. Okay. All right, let's move on. Oh, I already know they're gonna be sending me some messages. Okay. All right. I just feel it in my spirit. I want to say this to T.S. Madison. I don't even have her in the lineup, but I just want to say this. T.S. Madison, if you're watching, come on the Wiley Show. We're one of the content creators that is black and that cover your show from episode 1 all the way down to the end episode when your daddy wanted you to get him a truck. Okay, when he did not want to give you the proper pronouns. We watched that entire show. We watched the entire show with your family, stuff like that. Would you please come on our show? If you in the bushes, right? And the reason I'm saying is because I was literally in my kitchen and I was watching about 3 cups and about 4 plates. And who fell in my spirit? T.S. Matters just fell in my spirit. And I said, I really would like to talk to her on my show. I have so many burning questions to ask T.S. Madison right now. I have the questions right now that I'm ready. I'm ready to ask her right now. Okay. I will love. I'm ready. I'm ready right now. If she hit the link right now, we can have an interview. I know you in Hollywood, you doing movies, you on the New York Post, but do not forget the little people down here on the YouTube streets. Okay, all right. Because we have covered her, but what we need from the producers, y'all bombard her DMs, her Instagram, her Twitter, her Facebook, her BGC, her Yahoo, and y'all say, come on the Wiley Show. Do come on the Wiley Show. You gotta come on the Wiley. I don't care if y'all see in the grocery store, if y'all see her getting some groceries or at Walmart, you know what I'm saying? Wherever if y'all see it at the TSA line while you taking off your belt buckle and you're taking off your shoes, say, excuse me, T.S. Madison, you need to go on the Wiley Show. Okay? Just I don't know because I was washing 3 cups and 4 plates today. I don't know why I was watching all this stuff today. It was already washed, but I'm a little manic. So I was in the kitchen just watching stuff that was already washed. I was just doing stuff that was already done. And she just fell in my spirit. Okay. She fell in my spirit. All right. All right. Share the link to her IG because I think that she is doing amazing things and opening up doors. And because of her success, you're going to see more YouTube content creators going to be in movies. So I want her to win. So when I start making the calls and get an agent, it's gonna be easy because I'm gonna be like, oh, you on YouTube. You done the route that T.S. Madison done. So she have created a lot of doors for a lot of us content creators. She's going to Hollywood. And she always wanted to do this. And it's a blessing, right? All right. Did we say that? Okay. I'm gonna move on. Okay. We got the questions right here. Whenever she ready, I'm ready. I got the questions right. And these some good questions. Never, these people, I don't care where she did an interview. She never, ever did an interview and answered these burning questions. Okay. All right. Let me go. Okay. I just move on. I was in there washing about 3 cups and about 4 plates. All right, give me a second. Let's go. Where else going to go? We're going to go to our other topic here. Now, Dr. Umar, and this is something, y'all. So, well, first of all, let me bring up Mike Tyson. Can I bring Mike Tyson? I should have put both of them up on side by side, but I ain't do that. I did it one by one today. But Mike Tyson was on a podcast, and I forgot the other gentleman he was on a podcast with. And they were talking about interracial marriage. They were talking about, and it was like, oh, one of the guys on the podcast said, hey, let's not talk about interracial marriage, or you know what I'm saying, because Dr. Umar ain't gonna like this. And Mike Tyson like, who is Dr. Umar? I've never heard of a Dr. Umar. Who is that? And he must ain't got no money coming at he must ain't got no money. So you know how Mike Tyson talks. So I immediately I'm hearing this, and I knew that Dr. Moore was going to respond. So this man supposed to have a school, get this school built from the ground, never been built. I was in my 20s. I'm about to be 31 years old, and I was in my early 20s when he said he was going to develop this school. And I donated $6.25 to the school. I donated $6.25. I'm going to do what Dr. Umar said. I donated $6.25. I donated $6.25 towards his school because I really wanted the school to come out because I always wanted to have 6 sons, 6 sons, the number 6. I wanted 6 boys, and so I donated $6.25, a dollar per son. Anyway, and the school is not out. And I do want my $6.25 refund. I wanted it back. Anyway, but Dr. Umar, Mike Tyson said he didn't know who Dr. Umar was. Probably not. Mike Tyson got hit over the head, biting off people's ears and smoking all that weed. So he ain't really watching no content like that. Watching Dr. Umar speak about the Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X Academy that ain't been built. But you having a block party with mold infested, leaky roofs, and with 2 women with falsy teeth, no, you know what I'm saying? Stanky yoni. Anyway, so Dr. Umar go live and he said, get Floyd Mayweather, get this person to train me. I want to box him. I'm like, dude, how you gonna spend money to get these trainers for a boxing match for Mike Tyson and you still ain't got this school? No, what you need to be fighting is getting a plumber, getting drywall, getting out the getting the walls, getting the painted, getting the new doors, getting the security system, getting the staff, and getting the opening date for your school. But you up there getting on there trying to come at, Mike Tyson, you want to box him. Like, dude, shouldn't you trying to be an educator? You trying to be the next Frederick Douglass? Then now you want to be a boxer? He gonna tag yo up in that ring. I want to see it. I want to see Dr. Umar, Frederick Douglass' cousin, get in that ring, or ancestor, as he say, with Mike Tyson. I will pay my last dollar to see that match. I want him to tear his up because he scammed so many of us black folks that believe in this school. He needed whooped. Tear his up. So I would love to see that. That one particular match, I would love to see. Not, and I don't want no boxing where y'all just dance in the ring. No, I want to see him knock it out. I want to lead out with a swollen eye so he can remember that you don't go around scamming your people for a school that's not haven't even came out yet. Okay? And it's been over a decade because I donated $6.25. All right. So we are we gonna love that. Now I want to see what y'all gonna say in the chat. Hold up 1 second. I know y'all in the bushes, whoever's in the bushes. I want to see what y'all gotta say in the bushes really, really quickly. Hold up. Who you got? Do you think Mike Tyson gonna win? Press 1 for Mike Tyson or type Mike Tyson. Or do you think Dr. Umar gonna win? Who you think gonna win that boxing match? You think Mike Tyson got it, or you think Dr. Umar got it? Come on now. Press 1 if you think Mike Tyson got it. Press 2 if you think Dr. Umar got it. I want to hear what do y'all have to say in the chat. Press 1 if you think Mike Tyson got it. Come up out of the bushes. I want to see where you got. You said Tyson, one Mike all day. Mike Tyson. Another person said Mike Tyson. Okay. Mike Tyson. Okay, y'all post the Teespring link. I don't know how it worked this iPhone still. Okay, Mike Tyson. And I got my out of order. I really think that man was out of order because when you go out of here and you ask for this money and we give our dollars, we had women in their bonnets giving their dollars, going in their bosom, donating to the Frederick Douglass Cash App or whatever, Harriet Tubman PayPal. These people are really giving their money and they really wanted their sons to go to school, and now their sons are grown men. And I really think that was out of order of him to do this to black people. And I really believe that he should be investigated for the fraudulent behavior. I really believe he should be investigated. I don't know why he have not been investigated yet. Because maybe nobody even took it that far, but I'm still pissed off my $6.25. I'm just saying. But the school is still not out. But again, if they do have a boxing match, I'm gonna be the first one to get a ticket. Okay, I'm gonna get a ticket, and we can have a fish fry. I'm gonna have on my dashiki. And my Scooby Doo boxers. I'm gonna have on my dashiki as a shirt. My dashiki because you do content. Gotta have on a shirt. So I'm gonna have on my dashiki. And I'm gonna have on my Scooby Doo boxers and my James Brown socks. I got me a pair of James Brown socks. I think it's James Brown. Could be Jim Brown. Anyway, the man said it was James. I think it's James Brown socks. So I would love to be there and I'm gonna have me some chocolate ice cream. So I'm definitely gonna be there and watch it. I'm definitely gonna give me some chocolate ice cream and watch that fight. So I'm gonna definitely be there. I'm gonna have on my dashiki, my Scooby Doo boxers, and I'm gonna have on my James Brown socks. And I'm gonna be there that's gonna be amazing. Now, one thing that I don't do with my socks, I don't cry in my socks. Okay, I don't cry in my socks. Socks ain't for crying. Some folks get the socks and they be wanting to cry and all that good stuff. Socks ain't for crying. I was going somewhere and I saw this lady. She was greatly disturbed. And she had now this is hey, I'm just telling a story. We was in the gas station, and I don't think she had money for gas or whatever the case may be. And so I'm up here buying socks, and she's crying because she ain't have money for gas, stuff like that. And I didn't really want to give it to her, something like that. I just didn't want to give at that time. I just didn't feel like giving. I just didn't feel like giving. Yeah, it's the truth. I didn't feel like giving. So, but I just took out one of the socks, and then I took out one of the socks, and she kind of like grabbed the sock, and then she started crying in the sock, and I said, okay. How much is the gas? It's just $10. I ain't know you. I'm like, okay, okay. She blew in the side, all the boogers and stuff. I'm like, listen, put $20, fill up her tank. It's on me, okay. It's on me. I fill it up. I said, stop crying. Stop crying. It's just gonna be okay. It's gonna be there. She tried to hug me and all that good stuff. And I'm up there hugging her, consoling her. And so, oh, thank you so much. You're God. Said I just really got there. And I said, hey, you go. I get just fill up her tank. It's on me. Okay? It's on me. And then the guy at the gas station telling me, oh, you are such a good person. You are so good. You are paid for her gas. You're just so wonderful. I wish more guys are like you, for women and paid for their gas and not paid for the gas. So she just crying and she was beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Until she started crying. She did an old ugly cry. I'm like, listen, all you could have did was ask me, tap me on the shoulder, and you know what I'm saying, flirted with me a little bit and say, hey, can you zaddy, fill up my gas tank? And I would have filled it up. She beautiful. You know what I'm saying? She looked good. She cried in my sock. Anyway, I let her have a sock. I don't, but socks ain't for crying. But it one day I cried in the sock. I did. I cried in the sock one time. Yes, I did. I saw some on TV. I was triggered. I was going through something in the moment. I just cried in that sock, and tears was just droop, and that sock was just drenched in tears. So, but it got good material in the way I blew. I blew in that sock and everything. So socks got good material for some tears. So I did it too. Okay. All right, so let's move on to a different topic here before they try to make this into some to some controversy. It's not no controversy, it's, commentary. Okay, all right, all right. Oh, what is it about to do? Okay, hello. Okay, now this is okay. Oh gosh. Woo! Let me take a deep breath. Okay, so this story was sent to me, and um and everybody was, some people were DMing me saying, Wiley, are you going to cover this case? I'm like, oh no, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to cover this case on my show. But people were DMing me, and they said, you should cover this case about Barry Washington, because they kept saying it's like Emmett Till. And that triggers me. Don't mention Emmett Till, because that takes me back to the documentary. That takes me back to the library situation. That really triggers me, because they said this is a new Emmett Till. And I'm like, what's going on? And so I'm bawling in tears. And then I stopped crying and I started doing my research. And then I'm like, okay. He was not thrown in water. He was not drowned. He was not picked up in his house in the middle of the night. So this is not Emmett Till. So I threw that out the window. And so I'm listening to it. So it's apparently this Barry Washington, right, was at a bar. And what the theory of the media, they're saying that he allegedly was flirting with this man's girlfriend, and the man shot him and he died. Barry Washington died. The white man shot him and he died. But I'm trying to get all of the details. And anytime when you're dealing with a case with a white man shooting a black man, sometimes us as blacks, some of us as African Americans, we throw out critical thinking and we rush to a narrative. We automatically rush to a narrative. Oh, this is like Emmett Till. This is like this person. This is like Sandra. This is like we automatically name out these names of the ancestors of those that have been wrongfully, that have been killed and murdered and stuff like, or lynched. We automatically come. So, but me, because I took critical thinking, I just started doing my research. Clearly, this man, he got a black eye. So clearly, what I'm saying, that it must have been some type of altercation. Now, it's a couple of theories. I don't know. I'm just gonna give you my theory. Maybe the dude was in the bar, probably flirted with the man girl. Or maybe, because I know how some white women are, they love to flirt when they get a little tipsy. Oh, hi. You're so beautiful. You're so gorgeous. I love black man. When you get white girl wasted, they get talkative. So it could be a thing like that. And like, oh, why you talking with my girl on the wall? What you mean? Blah, blah, blah. And it could have been altercation. So I didn't see. Now I saw a video of him shooting the Barry's dead. So I saw a clip of that, but I need to see what happened before that, like the beginning, middle, and end. We just see the end of him getting shot and killed, and it's actually it's three sides of the story. Obviously, Barry cannot give his side because he's deceased. So it's the side that I'm trying to say what triggered this white man to get a gun and to shoot this black man. So that really triggered me because I'm really trying to get to the details. Could it be that Barry was flirting with the lady and then hit the man and the man was defending him? Is it a case of this gentleman with the black eye was defending his self and defending his girlfriend? Or was this the case where the theory that the mainstream media is putting out that he was flirting with him and that he didn't like it, that he was pushing up on the girlfriend, and in retaliation he shoot him. So it's a lot of things going on. And the reason why I try to zone out of these cases because it is so triggering. It is just so really triggering. Then you got DL Hughley, he's sharing it. And most of the time, I really stop looking at a lot of these celebrities when they share these stories because they're not giving you the full investigation details. We automatically come to conclusions. Now, mind you, this white man with the black eye, um, was out on bail. Then it was such a backlash with the public. They rearrest him, which I think, okay, it's great. He needs to be rearrested. And I am here to see what is all the details of this particular case before I make the conclusion if he's guilty or not guilty. He do deserving of his day in court, and I would like to see some more information. Now, when you say there was some black folks, they're not gonna hear the part of I want to see some more information before I make my conclusion. Oh, you're taking up for the white man, you're taking up for the white Uncle Tom, Uncle Snotty Nose Tom, Booger Tom, Snotty Nose Tom. He sold out. He don't love his people. He don't love his skin. He's a Oreo cookie. They're gonna say all that. And without let's get to all the details. I do believe that this case needs to be investigated. Now, the prosecutor is doing a good job because he's being pressured by the public, so he's falling under public pressure. But I do believe we need to get all the details of this case. That's what I'm saying humbly. I'm so sad to see someone lose their life. And this is why I don't go to clubs, I don't go to bars. And you don't have to go to clubs or bar. I could be sitting in my apartment, somebody come in my apartment and say, oh, this is my apartment, and boom, blast me in my apartment, like Bethlehem John. Like that situation happened. So you could be at home and your life can be ended. Just being at home eating some ice cream. But I will, in this particular case, I would love to get more information. This is not Emmett Till, though. This is not Emmett Till. I understand what they're trying to do, but this is not an Emmett Till situation. Emmett Till, that's totally different. Emmett Till was 15 years old. Emmett Till was he was drowned. His body was decomposed in water, and they got it's totally different. This is not Emmett Till situation. It's just really not. We need more details, and I hope that it's a full investigation, and I hope that we get the full investigation come out. Now, this may trigger some people. I understand it. Some people can't handle this. They get real triggered. I wish they get so triggered and call in and get their feelings, but some of these souls get real triggered when you don't agree with their narrative. That's one thing that I learned about being in the black community. I've been black all my life. That's one thing. When you go against the popular belief that the black community is really feeling, they they out you and they try to say that you ain't with us and stuff. I understand. I get it. But I'm gonna say again, I do believe before we rush to a conclusion, before we go down and burn some buildings, and probably not gonna do that because the guy wasn't a police officer. But before we do all that stuff, let's uh let's get a full investigation. That I would love to see it. And unfortunately, the media that ain't sexy was sexy. Oh, it's like Emmett Till. They say these words because they know that's triggering to the black community. When you say Emmett Till, is triggering, especially to the older black people, to people that's aware of what happened. It's a very triggering to say that because it get black people. It's like Emmett Till. Oh my gosh, you said boom, 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 bam. And then it may not be that narrative that what they're trying to paint. And how do we know that this man, Barry Washington, was pushing up on his girl? And that was the reason. It could be them. He stepped on some of the shoes, or they had altercation. They both got drunk. They had some heard words. He just one particular person just was armed and just did it. So we just don't know all the details. I would like to know all the details. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, I just want to know all the details humbly. Now I'm going to open up the phone lines. If anybody that want to call in, you can call in, okay? And we can have a conversation. So give me a second, because I do believe it need a full investigation. A full investigation and a full investigation, okay? So we need to get a full investigation. I want to know if that's really the girlfriend, because you get a lot of clutches. Then you get the TikTok stuff. Because one TikTok video I saw, it was like it wasn't even all the details, right? So what I'm trying to do is to get the full investigation of this type of situation, and I'm talking about from the state's attorneys. I need to see security cameras. I want to see the beginning, middle, and end. And I understand if you mad, I get it. That's why us as black folks, we really can't move further, because when you get another black person in the conversation that challenge, you get mad. You can't be getting mad all the time. I get it. But we got to have these tough conversations. I said we need to have a full investigation. You can't even say that no more. Oh, we need to have a full investigation. What you mean? Exactly what it means. Do you know what a full investigation is? It's like getting all the details before we come to a conclusion. But the media, they run with this, and they don't have all the details. They don't have all the details, because I'm reading Black Enterprise. Give me a sec. Where's that Black Enterprise article? I was just reading it. What did I do with it? They put in, this is on Black Enterprise, the headline said, Barry Washington Jr. killed by the white man after supposedly talking to his girlfriend. Supposedly. What is supposedly? Is that a fact? Supposedly? Where's evidence? Do we have other witnesses that seen this? What is this supposedly? In a case that harkens back to Emmett Till murder on Thursday, a grand jury indicted. This don't have nothing to do about Emmett Till. But the media, and this is a Black publication, they play on those words to get the community out there in a rage. That's what they do. Okay, so I'm going to open up the phone lines. And if you triggered, call in. I want you to be so triggered that you dial the number. And if you don't call in, I understand. But y'all wanted me to talk about this. The producer said we should talk about it. And I knew y'all was going to be triggered. I said in the meeting, I said, listen. And I said on Instagram in the pre-show, I said, listen, they not going to like what I say when I get up on here and do this show. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're going to be triggered. But I got my opinion about this. And I already know they're not going to like what I have to say. So I'm like, give me a second. All right. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. Okay. If you up there promoting other content creators and try to do that, you're going to be blocked. You're going to be blocked. Because I can't go on none of these other people's chats. Only person you can name drop is Tasha K. Because that's the only one that mutually show love to us. you come in and try to name other content creators, stuff like you're gonna be gone. And don't email me, don't do that. You gonna have to pay me a good healthy fee. You got to pay me a good healthy fee. I'm talking about hundreds of dollars to get unblocked. Don't try to send me an email. Don't try to call me in the middle of the night. No. I double try to you try to call me. Yeah, try to call me. You're gonna get a good old fashioned Southern, old fashioned South Side dragon. Like, come on. You're gonna be blocked. It's just that simple. Okay, hold on 1 second. Because when I open up the phone lines, I have to turn the camera. It messes up the green screen. So with this camera, it messes up the green screen. Hold on 1 second. I'm opening the phone. I gotta get the number in here. And I'm gonna open up StreamYard too. Only if you show yourself on camera. If you gonna be on the thumbnail, you come on too. I would prefer y'all do StreamYard, but y'all be scared. Ciao. Well, we gonna open up the phone. Let's give me a second. I should have had it already open up because it wasn't really a lengthy show because there wasn't that many topics to talk about today. So I really want to do that. I want a full investigation. And if you mad, I understand. I understand you be mad. I'm mad too. I had a bad day today. Hurtful day today. Depressed day today. But I still get up here and do the show. So I'm not going to tell you don't be mad because it's plenty times I'm mad. I go down the whole list. One day we need to do just a mad show about call in what you mad at. Just do a show like that. I understand. And I will tell you that when you get to these type of cases, do not be watching all that media because that stuff really messes with you. I will tell you, I did not watch any media reports of this story. I just read an article and I said, let me just come and get my commentary and I was going to keep y'all updated on this case. And I'm going to do that. And you may not like my opinion. I understand. That's why we have a call-in show. That's how we have that. Let's see how mad you're going to get if you're going to call in. Don't send me no emails telling me how mad you is. Call in. It's the best time to have dialogue. I can't have dialogue with you in the email. That's why we have a call-in show. So give me a second. I'm going to open up these lines. 646-716-8447. Don't be telling me, oh, Wiley, I was so triggered. I'm like, well, why you didn't call in? And let me know how triggered you are so we can have conversation. But I told them on Instagram it was going to be triggered.
Your show now, press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 30 seconds.
All right, in 30 seconds. Okay, it's absolutely no. Okay, let me read some of your comments. True, I definitely want more information. That's what I'm on. And I promise you, callers, if you have decided you are able to call in, anyway, like
your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4,
no, it's not.
3, 2, 1.
Any white person that kills a black man is Emmett. No, it's not. Not in every case. No, not in every case. No. Absolutely not. I'm not even going to put that on there. I'm not going to even put that in the situation. Like, that's not the case. Emmett Till, that was a tragedy. And we definitely have to look at situations case by case. You cannot group every death and then compare it to Emmett Till. That's not fair without doing a full investigation. And then you automatically compare it to that and come to that conclusion. That's not fair. 9867, call you on the air.
Hey, Wiley and Chad, this is the voice of New York. How are you doing tonight, Wiley?
Doing good.
That's good. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this Dr. Umar and Mike Tyson. It's just so laughable. It would be such an awkward thing because, like, you know why? Because he'll get money if he does fight Mike Tyson, because a lot of people will clock in. He should do a little thumb wrestle with Kevin Samuels instead. Like, come on, why are you trying to go with Iron Mike? Like, he's not gonna bite off your ear like he did to what's that dude name? Roy, whatever. Was it?
I don't know. I just remember he bit off somebody's ear. I do remember.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's Holyfield or whatever. Like, come on, you trying to play with Mike, the one that says he doesn't mind bending people over, that type of Mike. Like, or he's talking about when he was in jail, that type of Mike. Like, Mike gives me very creepy vibes, and he'll be like, yo, I'll touch on. He'll feel like he'll touch on you while he's fighting you, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Like, so he need to stop playing. But that school, what's talking? We've been waiting for decades and nothing at all. Like literally nothing at all. And Wally, I know this wasn't a part of your conversation, but I'm kind of surprised that you did not talk about Squid Games. Like
I didn't watch it.
Trending all over.
It's trending. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I was watching The Maid. I don't really watch all that type of stuff because I'm not really a fan of that type of content. But the show that I was watching on Netflix was The Maid. But I'm gonna watch it because everybody talking about it. I'm gonna see how it is. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow, and then I'm gonna come and do a review. But I was watching The Maid. I'm watching that Liberty series, that is a good show if you haven't watched that. But yeah. But I want to hear your thoughts. So, because I know you talked about Dr. Umar and Mike Tyson. What do you think about the Barry Washington? What do you want to say about that? Barry Washington, Jerry.
Okay, you talk about that case. With the Caucasian guy did he murder the black guy?
Yeah, shot and killed the Barry Washington. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So I hate when these things start happening. And I never heard the story until you done the story. I haven't heard of this story at all until you were talking about it. But as always, of course, even if the white dude did do it, he's going to get away with it. I do think we need more more exposure to the story. So I just want to make sure I'm clear. Did the white guy just kill him just because?
Well, all the details not out. What the narrative on the media, they said that apparently Barry Washington, the black guy, was hitting on the white guy's girlfriend. That's the narrative that they're trying to go with. But of course, a full investigation have not came out. He's been charged. The white man that did it, he's been charged I think with manslaughter and everything like that. And he was out on bail for like $10,000. He post bail because his bail was like $100,000. Of course, you 10% of that's $10,000. But the public outrage, they rearrested him. So I think he's still in jail right now. So that's what the narrative. But they're still investigating this. So this happened back in September, and this is October 3rd. So we don't have all the details as of yet.
Got it. Okay, I just Googled it. Okay, so a couple of things, right? Like, this is why, it's so interesting when black men start to go with white women, right? Or try to holler at white women or whatever, because their lives are always in jeopardy. But you love who you love, right? I do think for him to holler at somebody, I think the excessive force of what this guy did to murder this black guy is totally out of context, right? Like, I feel like if the guy is not threatening your girlfriend, if he did not come, and based on the picture of the guy, I don't think it was a threatening manner. I do think it's a racial type of thing because he probably used excessive force.
And
right?
That's could be one of the theories. Because I was looking at, because the white guy did have a black eye. If you saw the picture of his mugshot, he had a black eye, so it looked like they got into a fight. So what I'm trying to see, what was the beginning of this, the middle, and the end? Right, we know with the end, okay, Barry Washington is dead, but what was the beginning? Right, what was the middle? Where's its other details? I have so many answers, and I think that all these. I have so many questions that I would like answers to. And so that's how I came out and said we need to have a full investigation. But unfortunately, some people, they don't like to hear that. Oh, what you mean a full investigation? I said a full investigation so we can get all the details before we come to the conclusion.
So even if he has a black eye, the fact that he used a gun was still excessive force, right? That means the guy probably hollered at his girlfriend. And maybe this is what happened. The white girl was walking or was there. The boyfriend wasn't around. He decided to holler at the white girl. Then the girl was like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Maybe he didn't know, or maybe the boyfriend came involved, got belligerent out of context. And the black guy was probably like, hey, you're not going to disrespect me. They square up, and the guy got his butt beat, right, with the black eye. He was embarrassed, and he probably went and shoot and use a gun, right? Because even if you got your butt beat by hand, still using a gun and murdering somebody is still excessive force. And even if you are using defense, I'm sure he learned in his gun course to not shoot anyone where they fatally die, right? Like, you hit them somewhere where the person does not die. The fact that he did shows rage, and it shows like it was malice intent to murder somebody just for someone to holler. Now, why they're probably using it as a time for Emmett Till, and I can see why, is because Emmett Till was accused of hollering and whistling at a white woman, and later on we found out he never whistled at her, right? So maybe the white girlfriend probably took the hollering out of context and maybe was saying, "Oh, this black guy's harassed me," to her boyfriend, because I don't put things against white women, okay? Like, they will cry wolf when wolf not. We already know how the white tears are and how it's utilized for things in order to at the detriment of the black race, especially black men. What did the girlfriend say? And were there any cameras around?
That's what
Because
I'm saying.
she's
I would
gonna be the
love, I
key
would
player,
love, I would
right?
love to see. I would love to see like the cameras of that. Hopefully, it is cameras there because I believe they were at a bar. And then who's to say that she wasn't hitting on him and the guy didn't like it and they got into some words like "don't hit on my girl" and the guy hit him and the guy pulled out a weapon. So what if that could have been the case? So it could be so many scenarios in that bar, and I just hope that we get all the details before we come out and say the man. You know, we want to get the details.
But the way how do we flip the dice? Okay, so let's say if the girl was hollering at him and you know, but some white woman fetishize black men, like, "Oh my God, he's like good looking, I want to try this," whatever case may be. And then as she was approaching him, her boyfriend came in and she said, "Oh, he was talking to me," and lied. Right? Like, that can also happen too, and that has happened in many different situations when it comes to this. Now, because they were in Oregon, we already know that's a highly white state, right? There's not a lot of black people over there, right? Even when it comes to like dating life, like if you're over there, more than likely you're gonna date outside your race because no one's there's not a lot of black women or a lot of black men there in how they grew up. But I do think he was 22 years old and this guy was 27, and maybe he got embarrassed. Now, if it happened near the bar, more than likely there has to be cameras around. But because of how cases go, I won't be surprised if the bar is like, "I don't want to get involved. We don't have any camera," or apparently the file go missing. You know how people like to sweep things under the rug, okay? So I don't think anything will have any justice because dead man can't say any tales. One, two, the girlfriend is probably going to lie, and if she is lying, you can't say anything because how are you gonna any perjury? And then three, the bar, if they don't have anything around the surrounding area, like even in the bar, because I'm sure they have things there to show how the interaction went. Even so, I wouldn't trust it because it's an all-white state, right? Like, I'm not going to trust them, like, to come truthful. Like, they're going to sweep it under the rug. And I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay, so what they're saying right here on CNN that before he pulled his weapon out, Barry Washington had assaulted him. So because that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying. So they saying that they have some video evidence that shows before. Is it Eon IAN? Is that Eon? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Ian. Oh, you saying his name's IAN? It's Ian. Yeah, Ian. Ian is the white guy, right?
Yeah, Ian is the white guy. So that because when I'm looking at how did the man get the black eye? So because the man got a black eye right now. So I was like, that could be another theory. So if it's evidence that show that Barry Washington attacked Ian, then that's self-defense to pull your weapon out. No, right? That's not self-defense.
But that's too excessive with a gun. If you get your tail beat,
what do you do? I don't know if Oregon. I don't know if that's
excessive to me. That's excessive force.
Is that a stand your ground? Let me go. Let me Google and see if Oregon is stand your ground.
And even if it is, to kill him and murder him, I think is out of pocket. He didn't have a knife. He didn't have anything that was threatening. He didn't have like another gun. He was just whipping your tail by throwing up the dukes and calling it a day. He's not like a boxer in which your hands have to be registered as a deadly weapon, like someone like Floyd Mayweather or like Mike Tyson. It would have been different if he went to their house and broke in and then you shot him. Of course,
because they said though Oregon does not. They said though Oregon does not have a stand your ground statute, the state Supreme Court has held that there is no duty to retreat before using force in self-defense in public. Oregon law allows for the use of deadly force to prevent certain property crimes. So I'm not understanding, like, so they don't. So I listen, I got to get a lawyer on here. Like, what would be that man's defense for and stuff like that? And then was the
There's
gun
no
like,
defense.
there's
Because
no
I
defense?
will question that.
Okay.
And I will say, okay, did you get a gun because you were embarrassed that you got a black eye and you wanted to show out? What were the reasons for you to have an equal or had to go above and beyond to have a gun to shoot someone to kill? What was the intent of that? If we could just say you had a little scuffle and he assaulted you, right? I mean, anytime, and this is the problem. Anytime someone gets they butt beat, they get mad and want to come back with a weapon. Like, yeah, granted that happens, but most of the time people go to jail for that.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in, Voice of New York.
And also, and lastly, before I leave, Wally, hopefully when you watch Squid Games, you're going to see a lot of social constructs.
Okay.
So that's why I really want to hear your
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll call back in, okay?
All right. Thank you.
And have a great night, everybody.
All right. You too. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. So we got another call in here. 9542. You live on the air.
Hi, Wiley. How are you?
Welcome. Doing good.
Good. All right. The Umar Johnson and Mike Tyson, Umar needs to stop. He's trying to find ways to stay relevant and so people, because he has a strong following. And there's a lot of people that are like, no, he's scamming. And then he has this following that's just like so loyal to him. And I think that's because they don't want to be looked at as stupid. They're really trying to make this come through. And I was like you. I donated my little 50 cents or whatever I donated in the beginning 10 years ago. I thought it was such a great idea. I knew it wasn't going to be quick, but I thought it was going to be way before it is now. And at this time, I don't even know why people even take him seriously. He's got millions out of the people. And you're right. I don't know why he's not being investigated. I think because he's taking money from black people. If he was taking money from white people, they would have him under the jail. But because he's scamming us, I don't think they care. So the federal, and for some reason, they just don't investigate him. And I know he's had millions come through there.
He had to have millions, right? And then you have to pay property taxes on this building that he did get. The building is run down.
Oh my God, that building
need repairs. And I'm he could have did a charter school, but when you have a mind of your own, and obviously his idea is not working. He's trying to be so independent, and you still don't have this school. Maybe you need to have a partnership with the government to help build this school, because the government have helped some schools and it's been built. It's some great charter schools, right? He could have did a charter school. He didn't want to do that. He said, I wanted a private school, but you don't have the resources or the capability to build a charter school a private school from scratch. You don't have, it's a great idea, but it takes a massive amount of funding. And then you have to have a group of people, investors, and as well as a group of educators that can help you through this. You just can't do it by yourself. Who are your board of directors? Who are your team of educators? Who are your advisors? It just can't be him, because he's not equipped enough to do this project. I just think he was over his head, and you can't do it by yourself. You need a team of people. And when he kept talking and he did, I'm looking for a plumber, I'm like, he's still trying to do it by himself, and it's a failure. I think it was a failure from day one. Since he announced it, it was just a failure. And unfortunately, so many women have donated. A lot of them stopped. I can't say this because he still be begging. And now he can't get them huge amounts of donations anymore, because people dude, you never came out with it. You never came out with the product. So I'm not giving you no more doggone cash apps.
He didn't come out with the product. You didn't even, people were publicly offering him help. I remember he was on Lord Jamar. He used to have a podcast. I don't know if he still does. And Lord Jamar was telling him about his father-in-law and how his father-in-law has the same idea that he did. And he started a school, and he started out small. He had a little trailer. He said, and now it's a full school. His father-in-law has a full charter school in New York for black children. And he was trying to tell Umar, I can introduce you to my father-in-law. And Umar just got so indignant and nasty to him and condescending, almost like, how dare you tell me about some little school? I'm trying to build something way bigger. And it's just like, dude, really?
He could have started off.
You help and you turning down help. Like you got it, and we can all see we have eyes. You don't got it.
You don't got it. He could have started out. He could have started out small. Started out in the house. Started with 8th grade or 9th graders. You know what I'm saying? Started out something that type of model, and then grew it from there.
It's not a bigger story though,
because
they have this
number
TV
one
called Greed.
Yes, I do believe it needs to be an investigation. One thing that a lot of black publicists, a lot of black journalists don't want to cover is because he's a black man and he be covering black issues because he say the right stuff. But skip all that. Yeah. Where did you do with the money? Where did you do with the millions of how much money was raised and what did you do to the money? And once I look deeper in there, I'm going to have to definitely cover this story some more and be like, what did he do with because I'm curious. I always think about it. Like, what did this man do with all that money?
They have people, the whole YouTube channels dedicated.
Right.
For pulling his card and about all this fraud. And it's like, it's almost like it's just an entertainment, like it's a TV show. Oh, Umar's scamming. But the thing is, not only was he scamming, he's still scamming.
Yeah.
And then he has the nerve, the audacity, when you're supposed to be a leader of children, to be on YouTube, on live, talking about you want to fight a professional boxer? What kind of example are you to a young child? I wouldn't want my son to follow you.
It's like he wanted to be...
What fool of a woman would want her son to follow you? Now, Umar Johnson is a great speaker. He's very intelligent. But he also, I think more than that, he has some type of narcissism going on with him or something along those lines. I'm not a psychologist. I can't call it. But all this self-grandiose that he does, he's like he's stuck in his own, you know what. And I just don't understand why he feels that way when you have accomplished nothing. We don't even know of a time you've ever had a job because he's lied. He said he was a principal at some school. Then come find out he was never the principal. What is this? I don't understand how people seriously look at this man and be intoxicated by his words when
because
the
he
proof
preaches
is in front of you
and he panders to women because I love the blue black chocolate woman. He say those words and people drink the Kool-Aid and they forget, like, man, we've been giving you money for years because he will always have a following. Anytime you speak black and you speak conscious, you speak about how the government doing black people wrong and how policies are. He's an amazing speaker. But when you pull all that back, he's full of mess because he's a bad businessman and he bad money management. So when you pull all that back,
and the thing is, after a while, it's more than bad money management. After a while, it's like a scam.
It is a scam.
After 10 years, it's a scam.
Absolutely.
Anybody with, I can open a daycare in less time than it's taking him to open a school. That's not right.
That's not right at all. And I want to say,
I just don't like it at all.
I want to say thank you.
I don't like it.
I want to say thank you so much for calling in because you're keeping it real.
Thanks, Wiley. Have a good night.
Thank you. You have a good night. Okay, we have a new caller in here, so let me bring them on. 2550, caller, you on the air.
Yes, hi. I just want to listen a little bit more before I chime in.
Okay.
To understand exactly what are you guys talking about. I do hear you guys talking about Dr. Umar Johnson, so I just want to kind of listen a little bit more before I give my opinion.
Okay, well, before you do that, did you hear about the Barry Washington? Did you hear about the young man that was killed, Barry Washington, in Oregon? Did you hear about that case?
No.
Okay, you didn't hear about it. Okay, all right. So yeah, you keep listening and stuff like that.
Well, you can give me what happened.
What happened for people that just joined in. From what I read, that they were in this bar and apparently it was some type of altercation, and this white man shot Barry Washington, and and Barry Washington is dead. It was a black guy. And so one of the rumors is, one of the rumors that they're saying that Barry Washington was trying to holler at the white woman, and that was one of the reasons why Ian shot Barry. So that's a story that I don't think it's going to pick up legs. I'm surprised maybe because I don't watch the media like that. I kind of get tuned out, but I had got the story from one of my producers, and then I saw that was a D.L. Hughley covered it on his Instagram, and I was like, okay, let's talk about it. And then I saw Officer Tatum, he covered it, one of the YouTubers that I watch. He was one of the YouTubers that covered it. So I said, okay, let me give my opinion on it. So I don't know if you no detail. I don't know if you pulled it up. I don't know if you want to give your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I just pulled it up and I'm reading on it as you're speaking.
Because I think people are getting their thoughts and stuff like that. I came out and I said we need to be a full investigation so we can have all the facts before we come to a conclusion. Before we come to a conclusion, oh, he's guilty or he's so wrong for this. I think that this need a full investigation, honestly, before I say, oh, he's wrong or he's not wrong, because this could be a self-defense. Obviously, it was some type of altercation, because if you look at the white man mugshot, he got a black eye. So how did he get the black eye? So my thing is like where I would love to see the video, just surveillance footage of that bar, and to see if they have good shots of that, or to see some cell phone footage.
Right, because I'm reading it now. It says the guy's girlfriend, she released her own cell phone video of the fight to a local media outlet this week. So there is a video, and I guess apparently there is some type of fight.
Okay, because that's what I'm saying. Like, I would like to see that, because I want to see all the details. Like the clip that we just saw a clip of Ian shooting Barry Washington, right? But you didn't see who ran up on who, what was the altercation. You don't get, it's still kind of fuzzy to me, right? So I would love to see that.
The guy was released, so he's out on bail right now. That is crazy. He's out on bail.
Okay, I know he's out on bail. Also, because I don't know if you got the updated story. I know they re-arrested him, but I don't know if he got on bail after the re-arrest. So wow, that'd be new to me. So is he chat, if you can answer, let me know in the chat if is he in jail right now? Because I heard that he was rearrested because the backlash. So just let me know, did he post bail again? So let me know in the chat. Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I love you. Anonymous.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm on.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, Wiley, this Trish from House of Classiac.
Okay.
Are you coming to Chicago to do a show in the park, because they're kicking us out of Jackson Park?
Oh wow!
Because of the Barama Center. So
well, they should.
You staying up here with us. So
no. Let me tell you, I think they should kick y'all out of Jackson Park. That library will bring economic development to that community. I think it needs to be a new group of Black people on the South Side, and I'm with it. I'm not gonna be out there protesting. I think that is great.
You against the Chicago gays?
Why y'all go there? Y'all jump on people. Y'all fight. Y'all do all that type of stuff. So why would I want that? All that violence? Why? It need to be a change.
Up there
no more. Y'all still be out there fighting. So y'all don't fight up there no more. So don't be no fights in Jackson Park.
Be up there fighting, jumping rope, and doing tea.
Oh, they be doing drugs. Tea is drugs, which they don't need to be doing that.
Yeah, tea and coke.
Yeah, they need tea and coke. So I'm not with all that. I think they need to clear.
Let me tell you something. We gonna protest your show then, because
it doesn't matter with the protest. Go ahead and protest. You would just be one person out there protesting.
Protest from Chicago, because you need to come do a show out here, and you need.
No, why would I do a show? I agree. They need to clean up the South Side. They need to clean up Jackson Park.
The police, they up here right now, telling us to move.
Well, you should. You shouldn't be there. It's 40 of us. The park is closed. It's closed. Go home. Why are you out there till something at night?
It's gay pride. It's gay pride, because they had stopped the gay pride, so they just had the festival.
It doesn't matter. It's too late. Go home. If I was a cop,
No, we're gonna be out here about 4 o'clock in the morning.
no, you can't be out there 4 o'clock. Lock them up, because when y'all out that late, y'all gonna be drinking, doing Tina, doing drugs, having fights, and just lock them up.
So you're a traitor now, huh, Wiley?
No, I'm not a traitor. Lock them up.
If you gonna leave the Chicago gays out here, you done got pop up. We gonna get somebody on you then. You wrong then. You wrong.
Well, ma'am, you asked for my opinion, and I'm giving you the opinion.
I'm a boy. Don't call me no man.
Was sir? Okay, I didn't know. Okay, for the house of Cabassier, sir. Go home. You're breaking the law, so you don't need to be out in the park this time of night. You need to be at home.
We don't care nothing about no Barack Obama library. We gonna need at least about half of that block for us, because we gonna be out here and we ain't going nowhere.
Okay, well, you will be going somewhere, because Obama have a lot of great poor, and Lloyd Lightfoot, they're gonna have the cops.
There's 40 some of us right now. There's the police out here right now. But look, I can go do some drinks and some tea, so I'm gonna have to talk to you later. But
okay, all right, hold on. You see that? What type of call is it here? This woman out there talking about she about to go do what? She's out there doing crime, doing coke, and you surprised that the police is about to come out there and push y'all out? Like, come on. Really? Did y'all hear that? Okay. Let's go to the next caller. I'm sorry, man. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello, Wiley.
Hi.
Yeah, I agree with the last caller. You need to put a spotlight on what's going on your platform for your hometowns, because I feel like we as people, we should have the right to protest, even though it might turn violent. It's for I'm not saying go out there and promote violence, but it is for a good cause. The people want their voices to be heard, especially in a city or a town with a lot of crime. You have to help the children. They go out there and protest because they feel like they don't have nobody else. So if that's your hometown and you have a platform, I feel like you should spotlight that. Don't be, and I want to tell that lady, don't be scared because the police is out there. Let your voices be heard. Don't get violent, because there's no more violence.
Ma'am, she's out there doing cocaine. They ain't worried about doing no protesting. They want to be out there doing coke. So you agree with them out there doing cocaine?
You don't know that.
That's what she just said, ma'am. She just said it on the show that she's going to do some Tina. Tina is coke.
Well, I don't believe that she's actually doing that.
Honestly, you don't believe it, man?
Wiley, they want attention. They want their voices to be heard. You know how sometimes when we say outrageous things because we want somebody to hear us, so sometimes we have to say outrageous things to get the attention, of the authorities. And it's not all bad. It's not all bad. These young Black people, they want, a leader. They want to be heard. They want their voice to be heard. I am very ashamed that Barack Obama has not really done much for that city, but put a library up there. I respect his library, but, sir, you need to do more than put a library up there. There are kids probably sleeping on the street, homeless shelter, the women's shelter. We have drug addicts on the street that need help. They need rehab. I wish he would have built a rehab center instead of a library. A rehab center is more effective in our community than a library right now. We need to get people's minds right. We need to get them on the straight and narrow. Yes, I would like them to read a book, but when you build your rehab center, you can add a library in there, like how they got at the high schools. So I just think that, I agree with that young woman, not the drug part, but, I agree that they have the right to protest. And I really wish Barack Obama would do more for that city. And now that he's not president, because I don't know what he did much for that city when he was the president. But with that library, it's going to be a monumental thing, the library, sir. But we need a rehab center. We need to get these drug addicts off the street. We need to get these women that's on drugs in a shelter because they have no way to live. If you look on Main Street, you see homeless people all the time. I mean, and they want to just push them out of the community like they don't exist. And I don't think that's right, because that's a violation of human rights. So, Barack Obama, can you please build a shelter?
Well, let me tell you this, and this is where you have to do your research. It's a presidential center where it have different components. And it's also training Black women and women, right, to help be plumbers, to help be architects, to help build it. So that's going to add to their resume, so they can become contractors. That's another great thing. They are hiring people on the south side of Chicago to actually work at the presidential, at the President Barack Obama Presidential Center. And it also is going to help them get careers, job training programs to help them develop careers so they can get into a different tax bracket, making more money. So that's going to offer a lot for the community. Right now, I agree with you. We do need rehab centers, and that's something that we should take to the state, to the local, to where the local government to do those programs. But I do believe in that component of what President Obama want to do, job training, because people need careers. And so when I saw that women are being trained to help build this center, that's amazing. Because they'll be able to have that on their resume, that I helped build the President Obama Presidential Center, right? So that's amazing. That'll help them create, because if you learn a trade, learn how to be a plumber or electrician, that's amazing. You can get more opportunities. So I think that's great. Now, do we need do we need rehab centers? Yes. Do we need mental health clinics? Yes. We need all of that. But this is why you talk to your state representative, you talk to the federal representatives to fund those programs, right? Because if you go back to mental health services, a lot of that been cut during President Ronald Reagan, and no other president really took the time to really invest into mental health hospitals, right? Whether it was President Bush 1 or President Bush 2 or President Obama or President Clinton, we really haven't had a president really invest in mental and say, listen, we're going to put $5 billion into public health just to focus on mental health, to help focus on giving people rehab. So that's a lot of stuff. And that's just not on Obama. He can help. He can bring awareness, but that's on your state representative. That's on your congressperson. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, and hopefully Joe Biden and Kamala Harris do something with mental health, because I am an advocate for mental health, because I feel like there are people who really don't have a voice. People don't take them serious, and it's a serious thing. We need to stop throwing away people who are, we deem as mentally ill. We need to stop throwing away drug addicts. We need to help these people. Don't throw, I will hire a junkie, to work, or a drug addict to work at the Family Dollar. They can't get jobs at the Family Dollar because people think they're going to steal. Give these people a chance. They deserve chances too. That's Obama. Thank you. I appreciate you doing it for your library, but
thank you.
A rehab center too.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in. Okay. All right. Thank you. Oh, I don't know how that was a topic, but it's the radio show part, so the people get to change it up when they want to. Okay. Let's go. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on with this tag we get? You the gays in Chicago, you want all the gays in Chicago to go to jail?
No, I didn't say all the gays in Chicago to go to jail. What I said is it do need to be a cleanup on the south side of Chicago. Do you agree? Do you think there needs to be a cleanup? Do you think that we need job training opportunities on the south side? Do you believe that? Do you need there need to be more opportunities on the south side?
I just got a tag saying the Wiley Show want all the gays in Chicago to go to jail.
That's that's a lie. That's a bunch of bull. I didn't say. Do you believe that? Do I would say something like that? No, sir. No, sir.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. You believe what? Oh man. Okay. 2550. You live on the air. Go ahead, sister.
Yes, I just wanted to add a comment in regards to the two females that called in. The first one was a little whack, but one of the things I wanted to say was instead of like calling in and just badgering you about why you're not talking about things, they should use your platform to discuss things and help bring awareness. That's what they should be doing. But also, we also need to understand that Chicago, you know, they say Philly got Chicago beat right now. The opiate crisis is crazy right now. A lot of our young kids are addicted to it. It's like the new crack generation, but they're just doing the pills. But once we understand that they are intentionally putting these things in our neighborhood, we can't expect them to do things to help us. But, you know, for the people that do need help, you know, maybe they need to reach out to the insurances. I don't know if they have insurance or not, to try to get help. But we can't expect a system that puts these things in our neighborhood to stifle us, to help us. So we have to come together as a people. And instead of them, you know, attacking you about why you're not doing this, they should use your platform and come on here and bring awareness.
Right. And then also, too,
to help the problem.
Call your city representatives, your congressperson as well. They got the power that's making the decision, right? Like they call it to the Wiley Show. But how many of us call our, I about a week ago, I called my Senator Ted Cruz, about the whole thing that was going on with Haiti. So I made sure I did my civil duty to see what is he doing, do a better job to make a statement or something. So I called, right? And I said, I'm going to call again.
Mm-hmm.
So like you call into the Wiley Show, I'm here for the thing, but don't be like, oh, Wiley, come out here and protest. Well, I need all the details. I'm not going to go out there and protest and all that. I'm not against bringing that library to the South Side because it's going to bring economic development to the neighborhood. And I see people that are taking these plumbing jobs, these doing the trades, again, becoming an electrician. Like, I think that's amazing because if you learn how to be a plumber,
Exactly.
you always going to have a job because people always going to have plumbing issues. So you want to learn a trade. You learn a trade, you're going to always be able to feed your family, especially when you're talking about home improvement stuff and you a handyman or handywoman. That's, you're going to always have a bag. When you know how to do that or become a mechanic, you're going to always have a bag. You know, or you are a web designer or app developer, you're going to always have a job because we are in that type of industry. So I'm here for that job creation. And sometimes you will have pushback, but I would love to see, and I can't wait till you build it. And every president get their own library. Like every president, once they get out of office, they get a budget to do it. And so what President Obama doing, he's doing like a center. Like it's gonna be amazing for them. I'm just gonna see how it's gonna be.
Personally, I don't, you know, Obama, I like the fact he was a black man became president, but he has never did anything to help black people. He did everything for every other nationality except for black people. When all the black boys were being murdered by police and being shot, Trayvon Martin and everybody else, he never did anything. He only passed laws to benefit everybody else.
He played it
for the people that are here.
I do believe he played it safe. And I wish that he would have just I wish that Democrats, because when they get it off, they always want to play stuff safe. When Trump got it, he did what he wanted to do. So we need a president.
You know, I'm gonna say this with Trump. You know what you were dealing with. He was arrogant, he was obnoxious, but he spoke his truth. So you knew what you were dealing with. Everybody that voted for Biden, who spent his whole career passing laws to incarcerate black men, and Kamala Harris, who spent her career keeping them in prison, everybody voted for them. And guess what? Once they got into office, everything that they stated that they was going to do, and it was in the news and the paper, it was for everybody else but us. You know, everybody else but us.
Right.
And that's crazy. And we were the people that put him into office. And in regards to the Haiti situation, understand, you know, I work for Haitians. I'm very sympathetic to that situation. I think what they did was very racist. But I also look at it like this. You have to understand that the immigrants, 75% are Hispanics. Only 75% are Hispanics, 16% are Asians, 4% are Caribbeans, 2% are Africans, and I think 6% are Europeans and Canadians. So the whole we can't allow this Haitian situation to make us back to immigration because it's not benefiting us. I'm in Philly. On every corner, there are bodegas. You understand what I'm saying? They bodegas everywhere. In part of this infrastructure bill, they are posing. They had a proposition where they go to college, community college, for free. They have not done anything for the Black people here that voted him in. And that's a problem.
Because
that is a serious
absolutely.
problem. Our people need to wake up and understand.
Oh, absolutely, and
that
get more
any type of
engaged.
Immigration puts us further down.
Yeah, because a lot of times people think of immigration, they only think of Hispanic. It's a Black issue too, and I hope now Black people are realizing.
How is it a Black issue when it's only 6%?
No, what I'm saying
It's
is
only
when
6%.
you saw in Haiti, because a lot of Black people think when you think of immigration, they just think of Mexicans coming to the country or Hispanics. But what happened with Haiti, it woke a lot of Black people up that this can affect the Black community or Black people as well, right? Your Black brothers and sisters in Haiti, that is immigrants that's not only Hispanic, it's also happened for. I understand that. I understand what it is. It is part of a Black issue. It is because when you saw them thousands of Haitians just right there, that's an issue. That's a crisis right there. And they were turned away. They were shipped out. They were shipped out. They was sent back to Mexico or sent back to Haiti. They weren't able to get asylum, but they were letting Afghan immigrants, which is rightfully so. They should come over here because they helped us during the war. But they sent Haitian people back.
About the Afghans. I agree. Let me say this. Do I think it was a racist decision in regards to not letting them in? Absolutely. Because if anybody deserve asylum, it should have been them. So I agree with you 100%. But I just feel like our people, we don't need to back this immigration thing because 70 to 75% of the immigrants are Hispanic, 14% are Asians. Black people and Caribbeans, we only make up 6%. So it's not a Black issue. So we can't allow them to use this Haiti situation. We can support Haiti, don't get me wrong, but we can't support this immigration thing because it's detrimental to us.
You also have Black people that's Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? So you have the Black Latinos as well. So we're everywhere. Black people are everywhere.
You know that more
than
53%
I understand that, but the reason why it is an issue because when you speak of immigration, you speak of Haiti, that's an immigration issue. You can't go, well, let's cherry check the Haiti and forget about the rest. No, it's an immigration issue. I think our immigration system is broken. Are you on Tasha K app? I don't know if you're on her app or not, but she interviewed the Baddie twins, and we're gonna cover that interview on our show and break it down. But they're from Jamaica. They're from Jamaica, the Baddie twins, right? In order for them to get asylum, they had to prove that they were HIV positive because they wasn't going to give them asylum. So it is a Black issue. So I highly suggest you go watch that interview on her app. I think it will just really show Black people that it is a Black, they're two Black brothers right there from Jamaica.
Okay, can I just say this respectfully? And I'm going to do what you say. Let me just say this respectfully because I do a lot of research and this is what I study. It's only 6% of Black people that are involved with this. 75% are Hispanic. They're in our communities. They're building stores. They're getting all of the benefits. They're getting over here. They're becoming citizens, and they're getting all of these benefits that we don't even get, and we've been here. That's all I'm trying to say. In regards to the Haitians, I'm very sympathetic to that situation, but I'm also very aware of the fact that a lot of our Black people that come over here, they have like a Black white supremacist attitude. They look at us and say, "You lazy, you this and that." They have their own country. Haiti had their own entire country. They defeated the French. They defeated British. They overcame the slavery. They have a stellar history. They have their own country. We don't have our own country. If they come here and mess up, they can get deported and go back to Haiti. All I'm saying is, for us, we can be sympathetic to them and try to help them any way that we can, but we should not get on board and support this immigration thing because the bulk of the people that come here are not our people.
All right.
And they are the ones that put their stores in our neighborhoods. They are the ones that's coming to the neighborhoods getting the money. Like, we get nothing.
All right.
Biden did everything for everybody and nothing for Black Americans.
Well, I hear you. Thank you so much. I'm going to go to the next caller. Thank you so much for calling in. That's a good point.
Let me say this one thing. You can go to the Migration Policy Institute. It's a very respectful website. Actually listed on Joe Biden's website. And you can see the numbers because that's where I got it from.
All right.
Thank you for allowing me to speak.
No problem. Thank you so very much. Okay. All right. Focus on getting our demands met. All right. Okay. Wow. We just have open dialogue. Thank you, caller. Okay. Let me go. 9582. Caller, you're on the air. This is like open chat right now.
Mommy.
95. Okay. Let me go to Anonymous. You live on air.
Wendy, don't listen to the third caller. Don't listen to the third caller. The Chicago Park, you know why they're up in there. They're not trying to protest up in there. They ain't trying to protest up in there. I rode through there. They up in there doing drugs. They up in there prostituting. They up in there having multiple sex partners. They up in there fighting. They up in there doing all that. I know that person who was on the phone. She starts a lot of mess up in the parks. Don't listen to them. That's a good thing Barack Obama is doing. It is multi services that they will have for the Illinois, and the what's not the house of Cavassier, the house of Cavassier. I know her. She's trouble. They out there doing Tina, meth, cocaine, fighting, jumping rope, multiple sex partners in Jackson Park, and the police need to get them out of there every day, all night, even get them out in the morning time. They're disgrace. And tell them don't even associate you with nothing like that. You used to do that probably 20 years ago.
No, I never did, Tina. Never did those hard drugs. A little weed.
No, I say just being in the park.
I've been to the park maybe once or twice. I've been to Jackson Park. That have never been my environment. I've been there probably once or twice. I walked through it, went home, because that's just not me. I don't like to be in a cluttered space with too much of us.
No, because you got class. They're trash. They're trashy people, and they want to stay trashy. While Barack Obama tried to fix up the community and give jobs and give educational social services, and they want to continue their sexapades with 5 people a night. They want to continue doing crack, cocaine, heroin, meth, weed, cheap drink, Coke 45, Ice House, Budweisers, and fight each other.
All right. So what are you doing to help clean it up? Are you going to help work with authorities to report them, or are you just going to...
I work for Chicago Park District. I see them up there. I see the same people up in there for 10 years.
And then I don't live there.
And
so
I see condoms. Every day I come at 6 o'clock in the morning, I see condoms. I never see it over there where they play basketball. I always see it where the gays are at. The gays are over there. I see needles. We have to wear certain shoes, but we won't get poked with a needle and get a disease. We have to wear gloves, hazardous gloves, to pick up all the condoms. And then we still see some of them out there. And that one you're talking about, she tried to approach me for 5 years straight.
Well, listen, hey, I'm not in Chicago. I wish y'all well. I'm going to pray, okay, for you, and you be safe. Thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. Thank you so very much.
Wait. Well, I close out. I go to work tomorrow, and I promise you I will see her.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Wiley. Keep up the good one.
All right. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Anonymous, you live on air.
I'm sleepy. Very.
Okay. When I tell you that this show was a full moon, callers calling in like we have tonight. We have the best callers on these YouTube streets. I'm keeping it real with y'all tonight. I don't care what y'all say. We got 165 million people watching. We got the best callers in the world. These callers will call in and some will have great dialogue. I'm telling you, when the callers call in, they call in. So make sure y'all save the number 646-716-8447. Let me see. We got another caller. 5464 calling on air.
Wiley.
Yes.
What is going on tonight? Is there a full moon?
Right?
What is going on? It's me calling from the trenches of LA.
Because I'm like, what the world is going on? Listen, only on the Wiley Show. Go ahead, sis.
He was speed talking, and he a part of the problem too. He sounds like he's on some heavy drugs himself. He's a part of the problem too. All three of them. Wiley, you know what? I'm gonna light my sage. I'm going to light my candle, say a prayer.
I'm gonna take me a prayer. I'm gonna take my Zyprexa and just take me a hot shower. Finish up watching The Maid. I'm glad I don't live in Chicago. I probably would have my camera out there doing some reporting.
For real, I'm happy I'm in LA. That's just too much. Well, Wiley, you out here doing the Lord's work, and you so patient with them.
I am because
the
callers make the show, and I wasn't expecting this. We were literally had a show, and I was tired, but I'm energized. Like these calls are calling in, speaking about immigration, and one call in, someone, Wiley, you come out here and protest. I'm gonna tell the people in Chicago, did you want the gays to be locked up? I'm like, whoa, what?
No, I heard that. Well, I'm just calling in to encourage you. You just keep on doing the Lord's work, because Lord, it's rough out here.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm just here for it all because the callers make the show. And that's the beauty of it. And you never know what they're gonna say.
You never know. Okay, Wiley. Well, you just have a good night. You hang in there.
You too. Thank you so much for calling in. That man said, I'm going to have to wear gloves and shoes. I work for the Park District and got me playing in the background. Let me find out. We got the Chicago Park District employees calling in. Okay, bye-bye. Baby, we got the part. Bring y'all pensions over here. Like, that's amazing. Okay, if President Barack Obama call in to this show tonight, oh man, Barack, would you please call in President Barack Obama? Would you please call into the show? Let me find out, man. Okay. Let me go to the phone lines. Let's see. Oh gosh. Okay, so now Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hi.
So I'm calling about the Barry Washington topic.
Okay.
So he was originally from the Bay Area, and when I'm reading the local news over here versus widespread news outlets, it talks about how he had endured like other what does it say exactly? It says that he's endured other racial confrontations in that city. And the city of Bend, where he was killed, is 90% white. And so over here, they're reporting that when he was in the club and he paid the girl a compliment, she said she had a boyfriend, he responded appropriately, but afterwards, outside, is where the altercation started. And from what it sounds like is he was getting jumped not only by the guy that shot him, but by other people as well. And so I don't know. I really think that this case does need to be looked at closely because when you have a whole city that's not comfortable around Black people, this guy can't, and I know that you want to look at all of the facts and all of that, but I think it's important to really stay on this case because
I'm going to have to stay on it
really
because it's something with it, like, because I want to see some more video footage, right? Because if it's outside, hopefully they got some cameras where we can see this outside. But what do you think? Do you think that I believe that's the white man's name, Ian, I hope I'm saying his name right. Do you think that he should get locked up and serve some time for this? What do you think? Do you think he's innocent? Do you think it's self-defense? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he either shot that weapon out of fear, out of racism. I mean, there is a whole group of people, and this doesn't go for all white people, but there is a whole group of white people out here that they may say they're not racist and they might support certain movements. They'll, repost things in support, but just haven't been around Black people, the Black culture. And so when they get near, they experience fear and they give fear-based reactions. I took a cultural sensitivity class one time where they say, they were saying how, a Black man can walk down the street and suddenly he notices people clutching onto their purses and stuff like that for no reason. And so when I read that this city of Bend, Oregon has 90% white people and that the Black community have been calling in the people that do live there, saying that they feel fear themselves walking. They feel uncomfortable, not fear. It was the word uncomfortable, just walking around the city, just being, freely walking where they live because, there's this underlying, I just describe it as fear, and that's just my personal thing, my personal description, because if people don't know how to react to everybody in the same way, it's because their mind has already been conditioned to believe something else. And if they were jumping this guy and he was probably whooping everybody's ass, it happens. And the guy just takes out a gun. Why do you have a gun with you at a dance club in a city where there's hardly any crime?
Right.
First off.
Yeah, so that is like so weird to me. You have to be careful moving into these places where you are the minority of the minority. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that a full investigation. I do believe it needs to be an independent investigation outside of the prosecutor. I do believe the attorney general needs to investigate as well as the Department of Justice, because it get a little wanky when it's the local investigation. I do believe it needs to be a DOJ investigation. Do you think? Hello?
I think so. For
Okay.
sure. Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely think so. The way that the news is making it sound like over here is that the district attorney and the guys, and Ian, I think his name is, the shooter, and his lawyer are now having kind of like a dispute because the lawyer is saying that the district attorney turned it into a race thing, and that's why there's a lot of hoopla, which already points to them trying to, in my opinion, cover up that it could have been racially charged. If there's a lawyer already saying this is what you're trying to make it sound like and it wasn't that, well, why would you say something like that? The DA is just pointing out the facts, and then the other guy, the other lawyer, is already getting offended by it. And so, but I definitely think, I'm glad it's getting a lot of attention, because small towns like that, people get away with a lot. Everybody's related to each other. Everybody has an uncle in the police force. And that kind of stuff just cannot slip by. And you have no business and no right carrying a gun and so freely shooting it just because you got your ass whooped in front of your girl. It's just not right.
Yeah, that's not right at all. So, man, you're right. So if that was the case, if he didn't like it because he got his butt whooped, he definitely needs to serve some time in prison. Most definitely. Thank you so very much for calling in, for giving us an update.
All right. Good night, Wiley.
Good night. Thank you, man. All right. Thank you all so very much for calling in. I want to give a special shout out to the producers. Make sure you keep the conversation going on the comments. Okay. I know it triggers some people. That's okay. But have some emotional intelligence by dialing the number and calling in and having dialogue.
That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
All right. Thank you so very much, y'all, for calling in. All right. I want to shout out to the members. Okay. We got one more call in. That's it. I think this is the last one. Anonymous.
Hello, Wiley.
Hi.
How are you?
Doing okay.
This is your biggest fan, Queen Tulsa.
Oh, welcome,
I'm always
Queen.
going to support you.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes. And you know what? You really give me everything that I'd be looking for. Like right now, I'm under construction, but you have me dying laughing with your responses. I mean, you know what? Mike Tyson is going to do Dr. Umar like you did that library.
Oh my gosh, really?
Turn the fuck up. Listen, I'm here for it. Listen,
OMG.
Sometimes,
Yes.
But yeah, so I'm here for it. That's definitely something that I will be here for. And I'm not really sure what else you spoke on. I kind of came in late, but I just want to come give you your roses and let you know that I will be popping out soon.
All right. Thank you, Queen. Thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. No problem.
No problem.
Okay. Wow. That was amazing to call with our last call with that. Getting our roses. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you all so very much for calling in. That was amazing.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Make sure y'all keep the conversation going in the comments. Leave us a comment and stuff like that. At first, it triggered y'all. And like I said, we will have uncomfortable conversation on the Wiley Show. This was one particular topic that was very uncomfortable. And thank you so very much. I'm looking forward to seeing your comments. And I want to give a special shout out to the members. Members, we do need to do that Boosie movie. We need to do a watch party. So I don't know if I could do it on Zoom. So we're going to try to do that. So be on the lookout for that poll next tomorrow to see what day y'all free, where we could do a movie night, because I don't know if I can do it on Twitch, but it's just for the members, so we can have that conversation. So y'all let me know if we can how we can do that. So I'm gonna have to talk with some people and see how we can do that to watch the Boosie movie. I don't know if y'all seen it yet. I watched it, and we can come back and we do some commentary on it. Okay. Those people from the park took me out. It was amazing, man. Thank y'all so much. Y'all definitely thank y'all so very much. I want to give y'all update. I did get the paper finished. I want to give this amazing job. Thank you to my editor. Amazing. I was able to get all my assignments in. Let me double check. That was great. We have been working nonstop, man. We in school. Tomorrow I have like this interview to go to. Nonstop, man. We have definitely doing that. Let me just make sure I submitted all of my assignments. Oh yeah, I did. Excuse me. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, I did. Yep. Yeah. So that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and give me some good sleep. Thank you all so very much. Anybody come on? Those people from the park. Yeah, the people of the park. My birthday is November 11th. Woo! Okay. When I'm requesting from one of our birthday gifts, $31 per subscriber if you can. $1 per year if you can. If you can't, $5, whatever you can give. Okay. But if you want to be a blessing to us. We do it. We do have our PO box up and running. So if you want to send birthday cards and stuff like that, if you want me to read your birthday card on the air, make sure you have it. Make sure you send it out because so I can get it on the PO box. So when I do my opening up gifts and stuff, I can open it up and stuff like that. So whatever you want to give, you want to send it to the PO box. I don't know if y'all want me to do a wish list. Let me know if y'all want me to do a wish list. Let me know if y'all want me to do a wish list. I don't know. Maybe I do a wish list for people that want me to do a wish list. Let me know if y'all want me to do that, or if you just want to just give to the Cash App. That's fun. But I'll be 31 years old. Okay. Yes. All right. Can't wait. It's amazing. Good night. Good night. That 4-hour live was awesome last night. Please catch the replay. Yes, the 4-hour live was great. We restreamed the Tasha K segment. We restreamed that. So we definitely did that. So I'm gonna send you $1, a penny for every year. Okay. Or more. Well, thank you so much, Lionheart. Okay, we'll do a wish list, so we'll definitely get that out. Okay, I want me a Bluetooth. I want me some Alexa. I want me an Alexa. I really, really want me Alexa. I just want that. Okay, so I want Alexa at each one of my rooms. So I only got one room, but one in the restroom, one in my room, and one in my kitchen. So I want me some pots and pans. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a wish list. I'm gonna do a wish list. Okay, I'm gonna do a wish list. I'm gonna do a wish list. Okay. All right. We gonna keep this guy. I'm gonna definitely do a wish list. Okay. Oh man. Man, I'm definitely gonna do a wish list. Okay. Thank you all so very much. Y'all have a wonderful day. Good night. Good night. Good night. Do not forget our Vegas trip next year in August. We're going to the last weekend in August. You can email me at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. That's wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. And we'll definitely do that. Will it be on Amazon? We would do an Amazon wish list. Yes, we would do an Amazon wish list. We'll do an Amazon wish list. And then for people that want me to do a Walmart wish list, we'll do a Walmart wish list. But we'll definitely work on that. And we should get that out just to give y'all enough time so y'all can submit and give items for that. And there'd be stuff on there affordable, like the Alexa, pots and pans. Okay. So I could just stop putting stuff in there first, so I could get my cooking show for my members. And then I'm gonna do the first cooking show publicly. And then I'm gonna do a cooking show over there. Then I want to do some mukbangs. So yeah, absolutely. So Vegas next year, I'm definitely gonna see y'all there. All right, thank you. Pray for me. I have an interview tomorrow. We're gonna see how it's gonna go. And everything like that. Hey, I see you, mouth open. I see you, Day. I see Bright Star. Who was the member? I see who else in here, members. If you want to shout out where my members at, where my Deborah, where my Instagram people, where my people members, where you at? You in the bushes? Okay, shout out to all the members. Okay. I'm just looking at the list who I see right now, but shout out to all my moderators. All right, thank you all so very much. Y'all have hey, Mrs. Shaw. Hi. We got to do that movie night. And I got to get my popcorn. I got me some popcorn too for the movie night. Yes, definitely. Okay, good night. And make sure y'all leave us a thumbs up. How we doing the thumbs up, y'all? Because y'all be stingy over here with the thumbs up. Producers, how do we do with the thumbs up? Click that thumbs up. Click it. No. Woo, it's Sunday. It just said when I said just click it. Hey, no. Woo. That's something, right? Wherever you at, I want you to mash that button, right? Just mash it. Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Come on. hope we always invested back in the platform, paying for the lights, paying for the cable, paying for the Blog Talk Radio, paying for the StreamYard bill. This stuff ain't free. When you take these phone calls, that ain't free. That's a service that you pay for. That's $40 a month. Paying for the cable, paying for the lights, working on getting a new computer. Because we gonna have some upgrades. So yeah, we put this stuff ain't free running no online show. It ain't free. Okay. And we have our t-shirt. I have my out of order shirt. Oh, thank you. Make sure y'all rock it. And if you rock the t-shirts, make sure you tag me in your story so I can repost you. Whatever shirts you get. We got some new designs coming, and this stuff ain't free because you got to pay the designer to make the design. That stuff, that's what we pay for. All right. Thank you so very much. Okay. Girl, bye. All right. Like we was able to invest in these headphones. Like we was able to get these headphones. I needed some headphones and stuff like that. And so next big purchase I gotta make is a computer. Yeah. Because like the laptop trying to do all this streaming, because I tried to leave StreamYard and use another service. That service say no. And I told my guy, he said, you need to definitely get you another computer. Like you got a desktop computer. I got to get the monitor and stuff like that. So we going to upgrade, but we upgrade when we can afford to do it. Okay. All right. Okay. And then we'll be going to Tasha. We'll be doing that. So that's going to be amazing. So I got to invest in me a good old outfit. I want to come there I want to look amazing when I come through there with some snakeskin shoes. I want to come through there with my bow tie. What? Baby, when they see me, baby, they'll want to offer me bean pies. Okay. Oh, I already got the outfit of I don't have the outfit yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to see where I can get a bow tie. I need to start going to like some dress shops to get dress clothes. Y'all never see me in dress clothes before. Because I definitely want to do it for them. I'm so amazed. All right, thank y'all so very much. Okay. Good night. Well, okay, that's good. We got 103 likes. Good. Baby, I can't wait. Oh, I can't. Can you imagine? What? Oh, man. I don't know if I should bring some socks. I don't know if I should bring some Kleenex. I don't know what questions she's going to ask me. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. But we would definitely keep y'all updated on that. And the members, you all will get the first, thing for, because if I get to Atlanta and stuff like that, we definitely got to do a members only live in Atlanta. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so very much. Thank y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night. Peace. Hey, where you at? I am done with the show, so I'm gonna take this pill. Can you bring me some bath water? See, that's what I'm saying. See, I got a problem with that. Because I already cooked dinner, right? I had to do a paper. I had to do another assignment, and all you didn't have to do nothing. You was just sleeping and all that. I'm doing a show, and you sleeping. I got the headphones because you said the callers was keeping you up. So I got the headphones. What I'm trying to understand is, you got to start helping me out too. Like at least run me some water, like some bath water or something like that. I think definitely you should run me some bath water. And I shouldn't even have to say that. I should have to just, when I get done with a show, this is what I want. When I get done with a show, I want some bath water running, music playing, you massaging my shoulders, massaging my leg, treating me with love. That's what I want. Is that too much to ask for? That's too much to ask for. I'm already. Is that really, really too much to ask for? That's what I want. That's what I'm observing. I'm working. I'm trying to build this for us. But it's kind of hard when I'm trying to build this. Then when I get off, then you don't want to do it. Then you got attitude. But how you think I'm going to get to the next level if I don't put in the platform, talk to my people? Of course, I got to go live and stuff like that. I got to do that. But you only got 24 hours in a day, right? I got to come on and do the live. And if I want to grow and if I want to go on a tour and people that buy my tickets, I got to be doing the content. I just see what you're trying to say. See, this is what I understand. What you trying to come at me. You trying to come at me a different type of way. All I want, some nice bath water, put some bubbles in there, put on some music, and all that's all I want. That's all I want. But that's just too much to ask for. But hey, as they always say, a bae can always be replaced. I may even put that on a t-shirt. A bae can always be replaced. That's one thing. I mean, you stand with me. I get the place, I make sure the rent is paid. And I know you're trying to get on your feet, but I have a swollen foot. You can at least massage it. I understand. I get it. But this is what I do. You knew that this show is here. This show was before us. This show was before we became a couple. I had this show. Before you were here, it was this show. So I can't abandon this show. It's because I'm in a relationship. I can't do that. My producers is not going to allow it. If I miss one day, they're going to call me. They're going to text me. They're going to Snapchat me. They're going to email me. They're going to do all this stuff. No. I just can't do it. I just can't. But a bae can always be replaced. That's all I'm saying. I'm not being petty because I took the remote, the Roku remote. I took the remote because you like to have that music, the music and stuff playing when I'm on live. You can't have the music and stuff playing when I'm on live. So that's why I took the Roku remote. It's my TV and it's my Roku. No. You can't have you want the Roku remote and all that type of stuff. You can't have stuff playing. You want to watch Squid Squad and I'm up here doing a live. That ain't gonna work. Cause I want us to watch it together. Babe, I want us to watch it together. See, you be trying to watch stuff. I want us to watch together. It's still early. It's only 11:39. No, I'm done. I'm done with the show. I promise. I'm done with the show. I'm done with it. I'm done with the show for tonight. But if another story break, I got to get up and do the story because this show comes first. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought what? I thought I was off the live. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I'll talk to y'all soon. I thought I was off the live. They still hear my business. Bye, y'all. I'm sorry.